Okay, so for now we have the ground floor. So the next one, if we look at, let's see what we can do here. So what we have here, um, to go to north, so we have a basement as well. So we have a level here and here. So if I select this layer and I say copy, just pick line, and I'll do a level here. Before that, I draw one level. So I'll change this into level 2, level basement. So base 1. Can we do it this way? Yes. Okay. And after that, I'll copy this and pick line, and I will do here base 2. Okay. So we did this 2 levels as well. And if you see that number I added at the beginning, it just helped me to have a nice structure on the project browser. So I move it here, it's all aligned. Okay, that's the basement. And the first one we're going to work on is the basement, is this level. So, sorry, basement 2. So if we go here, can we navigate there? Okay, base 2. As you see, we'll have our grid. We don't have our grid here. Can hide this, hide element. We don't have our grid here. Mm, Anyway, so these are our grids. So if we select these grids, don't want this. So if I select these grids, and I can do copy, paste, and I want to paste these grids in level 1 and 2. That will take us, so when you go level 2, you should have all the grid. So what I'll go insert, because that's different, and link add. Then on link add, we'll have the ground floor, basement 1, basement 2, basement this, white and black, meter, okay, origin to internal, okay. And as we see now, we have this layer. So I'll press on the card and try to remove some layers. So for example, these cars, we don't need this, delete. Don't think we need this as well, delete. This measurement, maybe delete for now. And this as well, delete. What else we can delete? We delete the wrong one maybe. Select this, selecting like drawing, query, and this one. Well, this one maybe, hide. Yeah, it's more clear now. The only thing is you can hide it or delete it. If it's not important for you, you can just delete it. As you see here so far, trying to hide as much as possible or delete things to make it more clear for us to look at. So if we go to the 3D now, how does it look? Okay, not too bad. But anyway, this is just for the thing. So let's go and I will hide this. But now I don't need this hide element. Just keep that one. And if we go to base 2, okay. So now let's talk about how we draw walls. And we see here we have a ramp, we have wall, and let's see this. We have this shaft here. Maybe is a lift or something. So how are we going to draw this part here? So if we go to structure, we have walls, and if we pick structure walls and structure walls, and either draw by line, go around all the parameters of the drawing, or you can circle or this, or even you can pick a line. But when you pick a line, exactly the same thing. So you have to hide, drawing height, because we are on basement and we're going up. So we're going to which floor? We're going to basement 1. Then that's 3 meters. Then here, are we selecting the core face to exterior, or going finish wall, or core wall, central line, exterior? So are we finish wall, finish face, interior, exterior? Let me check which is the best option for us. It give you tutorial when you select anything. So core face exterior. So for example, core face exterior. Let's do this. And if we stand here, if you see there's a shaded line. So all hatch with the hash columns, they are structural elements. So these are load bearing elements. And you have the not hash columns or walls, they are not carrying any load. If you look here, like for example, this one, they are more for architectural purposes. So we have to make sure we select the right one. So for example, we are in Revit structure, so we need the things carrying loads. That's the important one in our design. So if we stand here and we can see this is the 200. So if I draw this, so wrong here, it's the message. None of the created elements are visible in structural plan 2 base 2. Okay, so this is more for the viewing. So if we go here and if we exit the drawing and I press on the outside the drawing structure plan, and what it's telling us, they are not visible. So if you have here, we need to set this, for example, this is 1, this is, so for your column, how far you want to look on top of it, how far you want to look under it, or when you cut it. So I will set this to 0.25 meters. I will set this to -1, and I will set this to -1 as well. I think this is more correct for now. Apply. If we say you can see the column, the structural plan. That's what it was the message. But as you see, it's aligned with the edge, but it's not the right one. So for this column, if we go here and select annotation, and we have linear, let's see the length of this 0.3. What we have here is 200. So we can't need to change this. So 300 is generic, 300. And as you see, it's continue. So we can do the same thing. So we can select this column. We can copy. We have the same material, everything. And when I copy, I will select the pick line. And as you see, it's quite easy, straightforward. And if I stand here, do the wall, and I stand here, I do the wall. And we have here the small one. So let's do this first. This is exactly the same. Then if I go here, I'm not sure about so I literally can go rotation, line, then let's see what's the dimension of this from here to here. Oh, linear from here to here. It's not picking the line. .1. So it's 100. millimeter. So if we go here, if we go to structure, structural walls, and if we look at the options we have, do we have the 100 generic 100? No. So what I do, I pick this one, edit type, and as we said, it's a family. So this is already built, but I need to change to a new one. So either I load that one from outside if I have a family for that element, or I can duplicate. I don't use the default one because these are built families. Just stick with them, don't change them. But always you can duplicate your this. So I will do 100 and okay, but that's just the name. So we need to go to structure, edit, and here where you can change the thickness. So this is important. So we say is 100, so 1.0. Okay, okay, that's the one. Pick the line, and we can do it from inside. So pick the line, yeah, and here we go. That's for this wall. So if I escape this and I go to close these levels, don't need these one for now. Just make it a bit more simpler. So that's the 3D, that's the north, space 2, space 2, 3D view here. It's too much thing going on, so what I will do, I make it a bit more realistic. That's the graphics, and you can see the wall here, and I can change the fine, can make more realistic. But the more you increase the graphic things, that will affect the performance of your computer. So the more you consume the more you increase the graphics, the more you consume from your computer. So just make sure you have that balance so your computer won't struggle as your model builder to be more complex, because that will take a lot of your graphics. So as you see, we have it here, we have this column, and same things apply for everywhere. So as we see here, I'm not sure about this one. So for example, annotation, linear, I can select dimensions 0.35. That's a new column. What about this? What about this one? 0.35. 0.35. If you're not sure, you can do this, but if you have the drawing, you can just refer to 35. So 35, that's 0.4, 0.4. So let's see, you can just go wall, structure. Let's see, do we have that one? No, so I have 300. So I'll take this one first and I duplicate it, duplicate this 350, and that will create this, edit type 0.35. Okay, okay. Then I will take it again, duplicate it because we have another one. Duplicate, I will do this 400, and that's 400. Okay, 400. Okay, and okay. So if we look here, so for example, we have a structure, wall, structure, that's 400. So here, go to pick line, then you can do exactly the same. Yeah, 1, 2, just try make sure you pick the right line. This one looks not that, maybe it's more than that. It's not 0 point, yeah. So I will have a look on this one. But that's what you do. You do want a floor, especially if you have the common one. And then after that, you can populate it to take all the other floors. So it's 300, 350. So I can change this to 350, and I can do the rest. And this one, this one, this one, maybe this as well. Yeah, and so on. Just make sure you pick the last one. This is a different one. So you can assign this. Let me see if we can draw a line. So if we have this, but the thing is, I want to assign it to a family, which is help us later, because You actually can just draw around it and this. But when you assign it to a family with a size, that's where you create all your data more accurate. And if you press on one of these columns, you can go here, and that this section is structural. That's why we create the structure analytical model. So I'm not sure if we can show it here. Uh, show analytical model. It's not showing here, but it should be made of lines and nodes. So this is the analytical module. Select all and make sure everything is visible. Does that change anything? Hmm. Yeah, not sure why it's not showing. Just make sure everything is visible. Yeah, just trying to make sure everything is visible so we don't have any issue. You can go these. These are actually you can just go through them and see what you want to do. So this is all. So we'll apply and let's see what happens. Yeah, but usually the scenario when you press this, you should show your lines. I'm not sure. Maybe it's my Revit version, but anyway, that's will be the focus of our tutorial in this one. Um, Yeah. So that's so far, if you go realistic shaded here. So that's so far for the structural wall. I think the next lesson will be the ramp. We try to draw the ramp and also maybe we talk about the floors, stairs, a bit of a foundation, but that's our tutorial so far.